Do trend lines actually work? Let's put it to the test. I will be going to a random point in the market and using the trend line and seeing if it actually works out. Okay, so I'll probably go through maybe 3 or 4 examples, 3 or 4 setups, and see if it actually plays out. For anyone that knows my trading, I actually don't use trend lines because I personally feel, and in my own experience, by the way, I feel as though there can be a lot of fake outs and sometimes it can get kind of confusing because you're looking at a downtrend, but once that trend break occurs, you would think that a reversal is happening, but in reality, that market structure is still being formed. You know what I mean? But however, there are traders that don't even use trend lines in their strategy, but there are traders that have a whole strategy based around just trend lines. So we're going to be putting it to the test. Okay. First things first, though, just a quick summary as to what a trend line is, just for those beginners. A trend line is this basically a trend line where you'd be looking for a selling opportunity right here. The overall trend is bearish and we're looking for that selling opportunity at the highs and we're looking for that low to occur. So basically in a downtrend, we're looking for that sell position at the lower high, and in an uptrend, we're looking for that sell position at a higher low. Okay, there's also other trend lines as well. There could be also a counter trend line, which basically means where price is pushing down, but you have a trend line pushing, or an ascending trend line, which you'd be looking for a trade like this. For example, where you have a trade like this, and basically a downtrend, but then you see something like this occur, and you put a counter trend line, and you wait for the trend line to basically break. Okay, and then you trade off of the retest or off of the break of the candlestick, or after the trend line, and you'd be looking to enter off of this retest. Okay, so now let's just get down to it. Let's go to a random point in the market. For those who want to know which pair I'm trading, it's NZD CAD on the 4-hour time frame. So let's go to a random point in the market. So let's go right about here. Okay, so 4-hour time frame, we see that the overall trend is bullish, but current trend we see is bearish. Okay, so currently right now we could see a potential trend line, something like this, but very, very tight. However, it could still be in play. We see a break occur right here. Let's just see how this goes. Okay, so sorry about that. Give me a quick second. There we go. Okay, so this trend line was not too good. So let's just see. So we'll go through maybe 3 or 4 examples or trades, and we'll see how it plays out. Okay, so our first trend line or first potential setup is right over here. How we have our first touch, second touch, third touch, but we had a breakout. So maybe we could expect a short to occur. So sells would be right here. Take profit would be down here. Just a simple 1 to 2.5, and we'll see how this trade plays out. And we see a nice drop occur, and wow, take profits actually hit. So first trade is a take profit. What I did here was we drew on a counter trend line. Remember, overall trend is bearish, counter trend line, and we entered off of the break and retest. Okay, so first trade was a take profit. Let's see the next trade if we have an opportunity. And again, we're just waiting. There's no clear setup right now, so we're just gonna have to wait for a setup to present itself. So let's just wait and see how price action develops. Now, if you're enjoying these types of videos and you'd like me to put more confluence or more strategies to the test, make sure you like this video. Let's make our goal 250 likes on this video, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, so our first trade was take profit. Let's see now if we have a potential setup right over about now. Okay, so we see that the overall trend is bullish. Let's see if we can have a potential trade here now. Okay, we have our first touch, second touch, our third touch right here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so obviously we were expecting that trend line, so let's enter this buy trade. Long opportunity, so like right over here, stop loss will be below the trend line. Let's make this a 1 to 3. Remember, the overall trend is bullish, so we're going to be looking for that buy. This is not a counter trend line, but an ascending trend line going towards the trend. So let's see how this trade plays out. We had a break. Let's see what happens. Let's just continue to hold. And take profit is hit yet again with this trend line. Okay, wow, look at that. This is very surprising to me as well. It's very surprising because I don't even use trend lines. So our second trade hit take profit. Let's go through maybe one more or two more trades, and we'll see how this this trend line theory plays out. Okay, I see a nice opportunity right here. Remember, I'm being unbiased here. I'm just using whatever the chart gives me. So we have basically a counter trend line now where we see a bearish market structure being formed. The overall trend is bullish. Bearish market structure respecting here, respecting here. So what I would like to see is two scenarios play out. Either price to come up into here, reject, or break above. Okay, either way, we'll be looking for that trend or that rejection or that trade, sorry. So hopefully price can actually come up though. Okay, we're very close to our trend line here. And we had a rejection. Let's wait for one more. Okay, so there's that break. We had that break. Let's wait for that retest. Come on, give me that retest. Nope, no retest. We could have entered here, but it was very, very tight. So it is what it is. We just move on. Okay, maybe there's a potential second trend line right here. Okay, so let's maybe do it something like this. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so now we're just retesting the trend line. So we broke down below, retesting right now. Let's see. Okay, let's look for a potential sell right now. Okay, let's look for potential sell. All right, because we just had a break of the retest. We had a break of the trend line. Now we're retesting. Obviously, I'm only using a sell because of the trend line. Obviously, the overall trend is bullish, so sometimes it's not really the best idea to be looking for a sell in a uptrend. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see what happens. Okay, we see prices pushing down lower. So at this point, some traders would have made their trade risk-free, but let's see what happens, okay? Very, very close. We just see prices just moving sideways. Okay, so this was our third take of the trend line. Okay, so kind of hit stop loss, but again, as I mentioned earlier, some traders might have made this trade risk-free. Some traders might have even exited this trade manually, depending on how they trade or what their trading plan is. So that's our third trade. Let's look for one more, and we'll end off this video. Remember, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to leave a like and a subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Really helps out the channel as well. Okay, so maybe this could be an opportunity. So a downtrend, we have nice market structure being formed. So we had a rejection right here, but we want to adjust our trend line to take this in as well. So obviously this is going to be our second touch now. Let's see what happens. Okay, so there's that rejection. Okay, we should probably enter this trade. Okay, the reason why I'm saying it is because we had this wick rejection, and we just had another wick rejection with a bearish candlestick being formed. So let's enter this sell trade. Let's put a wide stop loss. Okay, 50 pips, and let's put our take profit maybe a 3.5. Okay, we'll see how this trade goes. And price is just consolidating, and we have this nice drop, which is interesting. Let's see what happens. Wow, take profit is being hit. Wow, so this is a very, very surprising, because we entered 4 trades. One of them hit break even or stop loss, and the other 3 hit take profit, which is very, very surprising. But I hope you like this video, guys. If you guys want me to do more back testing, just let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Thank you and have a nice day.